allowed the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind. Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not they off in mind.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo dodododo. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun la wa mo la mo dodododo. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. This is Mayegun Live. Shakpa Malekun, ladies and gentlemen.
Godfatherism.
Shakpa Mercy Bien. Shakpa Jonah. In whatever kind of a greetings that you understand, it is all to welcome you to Mayegun's Diary Politico, the Temple of Truth. Again. Yeah, all you have to do is read the caption of this broadcast, the description of this broadcast, like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Mayegun today. Ojelu esunraki. Mayegun today. Ani esunraki. Mayegun today. Lórí Facebook,
And yes, we like Glory YouTube. And yes,
So again, Shakpa Malekun. There is so much to unwrap this evening. It's just going to be a random gist as well. We'll pick it from one after the other. But please, for the description, right? Read through the description. That will kind of help you, prepare you for what it is going to be like this evening. Well, the EFCC succeeded in arresting one former governor. His name is Darius Ishaku from Taraba. Taraba is one of the poorest states in Nigeria, not because they didn't have resources to make them like one of the wealthiest, but because of mismanagement that has bedeviled many states in Nigeria. Somebody stole 27 billion from that state, from local government allocations. God bless you, Jare. Jagaban Karim, to you. It depends on what language you understand, or whichever one that works well for you. You can say Shakpa BM, Shakpa Masi BN. You can say Shakpa Malekun. You can say Jagaban Karim, or you can just simply say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to who is joining us. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I am so kind of happy that I am able to show up this evening. You won't believe it, right? I now know that this platform is a target for hackers, and you believe they hacked my channel this afternoon. Now battle between me and hackers, simply because I got approached by some unscrupulous criminals to say, oh yeah, you know, we would like to partner with your channel. Unfortunately, while checking them out or more, they hijacked my channel simply because I had to open it on this screen here. A mistake that I will never actually make again. So yes, welcome to Mayegun's Diary Political this evening. And we want to talk about those who created the Shakpa and at the same time, milking it. Make them poor. It's not new, all right? But sometimes we need to emphasize on it so well, okay? For people to understand what it means, right? To weaponize poverty. And where people have been subjected, I'm talking about a lot of them, have been subjected to a level of suffering that has never been seen before. Then on the other hand, right, offer them, helping hand after taking everything away from them, right? Then offer them a helping hand, make it feel or seem like, yeah, things are very bad now, okay? You know what? I love my people so much. So I have decided to just give them food, all right? Even the same people, and, you know, at that point, they can't really think that whatever is being offered to them, whatever food is being offered to them today, will barely last them for like 2-3 days. So who is going to kind of replenish the same, the same pot once the one they offered them today finishes, right? When it's finished. So they do not think, and that is what we call weaponizing poverty, weaponizing hunger. Tifnumbu and his gang, through their policies, they have rendered millions of Nigerians in abject poverty. They have destroyed their economic power. They have also destroyed their purchasing power. What is purchasing power? Let's start with that, okay? Purchasing power is the ability for you to be able to afford things, basic things. You see, poor people have always been in Nigeria. It's just that what people are saying right now is that this level of poverty is a never seen before one. I know some of us who will conveniently, just blame them and say, nah, they are fault, Joe. I don't feel sorry for them. I understand you, okay? I understand you. But even if you think you don't feel sorry for them, which is okay for you, that doesn't feel sorry for them because of their own actions and inactions and all of that. The problem of weaponized poverty is that even though the haves, they will have no peace. When you see the have-nots, The have-nots, right, will live off anything and everything that will make them stay alive for another day. That is also not new in Nigeria, okay? But what is new is that the number of people who have become poorer. And you see, it is ideal to still speak to those of you who are feeling it. You are feeling it, but somehow you are managing. The problem with this kind of situation is that your own management self, it get time, it get expiry dates. If something doesn't change, if things don't change now, even you with the manage self, Baba, it go drag you enter. More people have become poorer, including those who did not even contribute to this madness in Nigeria. That's the problem of policies, right? When criminals take over government in charge of a country and they begin to roll out policies, anti-people policies, okay? These are not going to be limited to those who kind of support them. Even those of you who no support them, you go feel them. In Nigeria today, this is how you're going to know that it is different now, okay? In Nigeria today, I have seen people who have said, or more, they never believed that there will be less traffic, the way they see traffic in Nigeria now, because a lot of people don't even drive their cars anymore. They cannot afford to drive their cars. When this started, when it all started, I've seen people who have come online and said, Nigerians they go just drive their car anyhow. They go just drive car anyhow because since this petroleum cost or this petroleum price is now out of pocket for even those who thought they could afford it. Everybody don't park their cars, right? Then I've seen Nigerians who are saying, well, it's a good thing because normal, the Nigerians everywhere they just they can just they drive their cars everywhere. I mean, that's why you have a traffic everywhere. And I'm like, okay, but do you have a car? He said, no, I don't have a car. So you have always been kind of mad seeing people who have cars driving their cars, and you are driving your Lego Benz, sabi. So somehow you are happy now that those who used to booga you with their cars, the government policy has forced some of them to abandon the cars, abi. And to you, everybody don't level up. Okay. I've also heard some who have said that today, Nigerians, they always love to do yafu. Everybody don't brace up. Most of these statements are always coming from the Ronukus, the Ronu Nazis, right? The bad idiots, the bad stats, okay? However, you would wish sometimes, right, that these bad government policies, like they are limited to those who always prayed for this, who wanted this. And that is where the problem is. It is not limited to those who wanted them. Even those of you who are just hustling on your own, doing your own life, their policies will touch you or is already touching you. Now, they say if you go to Nigerian roads now, cars have reduced. People are, in fact, selling their cars cheaply. And you know that if you look at those who are APC, Egbekegbe supporters, the miserable, unfortunate souls that they are always envious of successful people. And that is why when they are promised of, we're going to give you free money, we are going to give you free food, we are going to give you this free, we're going to give you that free, they believe that they do not have to really work for anything because they have never really worked for anything. They have never really earned legitimate money per se without dubious means, okay? So them being promised that they will be handed this for free, that one for free, makes them believe or support the criminal APC. So now that nothing is being offered, and to those of you who never expected anything from this guy, so free or price, you don't want anything from them. You are just like a normal hardworking people. So their policies, for example, their monetary policies that have destroyed the value of Naira. That is not limited to the Ronukus. Even you, where they do your tailoring, fashion designing, you are a fashion designer, you are a carpenter, You are, what else again? Like you have your normal, job, normal hustle. Now you get paid from, if you ever actually get employed or hired, now when you get paid, the value of that money is gone. So now they have turned Nigeria into a palliative country. You know, now if you complain of anything, they will say make them give you rice. So guess those who have rice to give now? Politicians. Even businesses, shops, they do not have rice to sell. Like the politicians who have warehoused rice everywhere. Because the purpose is that once they turn all of you to alimajiri, and as you are finding it difficult to actually like make ends meet, then they can present themselves as your, messiahs, like philanthropists. Do you get that now? And that's why everywhere you turn, people will be asking you who you help in this situation. Let us appreciate the people that are remembering the poor people. It is not about who make them poor. It is about how many poor people you don't help. They used to ask me that until I told them that a minimum making poor. At a point, right? You remember that before this, before 2023 charade, right? People used to come to Mayegun's diary political, okay, to come and tell me that Mayegun, Uju Emabo, you go see Jagaban is going to enter. Whether you like it or not, Jagaba is going to enter. Our look Uju Emabo, you go see, I go come here, come remind you, say 100,000 of you, Mayegun no fit stop Jagaban. I said, I am not trying to stop Jagaban. I'm just trying to warn you ahead of the famine that is coming. And famine that I'm talking about is not like famine. No. I'm talking about AB or Papa Pabida. AB or Papa Pareda. So sorry, DB. AB ala padupe. If you okay, I'll tell you what you mean. You know, there are some hunger that will hit people, right? This type of hunger, there are different kind of hunger, okay? There are some kind of hunger, right? That they are chronic, okay? They are chronic and they are like painful. Then there is another type of, there is another hunger that we call ebiala padupe. And that one is the kind that it go hook you. Last, you go just kind of die. And people will be saying, adupe tilosimi. We thank God we don't go rest. The last 1 week has been really, really tough for him. We couldn't help him. This hunger was too much. We tried to share what we had with him. But at the end of the day, it's not even enough. But we thank God. Last, she don't go rest. We call that one a piala padupe. People will be thanking God on your behalf that, you see, sometimes when you pray for long life in Nigeria, in this kind of situation, we're like, you don't even pity yourself. Long life and what? See, long life and prosperity. Long life and prosperity, Ibo. You are just preserving yourself for a longer time of hunger, pain, agony. Last, you go can't get one kind terrible ulcer. We say it will still kind of like pie you. So people will now say that sometimes we should be praying for a biala padupe. We say the hunger we go hold you from Monday to Friday. By Saturday, you go down pie. You won't have to suffer again. You don't go rest with that. Now that kind of hunger, they hook people. And you know the saddest part, right? Somebody said, my helper, don't they flash me? What does that mean? The same way we say, once you flash them, they go call you back or text you. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Your helper, don't they flash you? Oh, my good problem to 1 year. What I'm trying to say here is this. People who used to help people, they themselves don't turn to Olushi in that same economy. And people who orchestrated all of that, they are now the people who are offering help. If you enter the shops where they sell rice, some of them don't pack up. What is the point? Nobody they buy the rice. Nobody get money to buy rice. Some people don't collect I owe you, to the point that they take about 3 kilometer route to get to their house.
This is the way to their house. They don't collect rice here, collect beans here on credit. They don't collect ororo here. They don't collect salt here on credit. They don't collect yam here, collect here. The other street, they don't collect. The other one there, everywhere. So now, instead of them coming home, whenever they are coming home, instead of coming straight like this, they go first waka like this. Like streets, 20 streets, like that. Like 3. Person they waka like about 30 kilometers. For road, we be say to their house, now just 100 meters to your house. You can't do 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 10 kilometers. Because they dodge like that to get to your house. Things have gone out of hand. To make the matter worse, Tifnumbu's policy that devalued your naira so much, right? You will now see somebody. You go dress up in the morning. It's like Daddy Junior, it's time for work. You're away to work. Say, yes, we are away to work. And by the time they expected to be paid, their take-home pay, no fit take them home anymore. Me and my helper, we can't dey queue for Alhaji Sarumi, chairman APC house, where they share rice, 2 cup of rice. He said, Daddy Junior, you know what? I know. I mean, what can we do now? Like we just have to kind of come around and, But I'm a friend to the son of a chairman anyway. They say, no, today now rice that they share today. Oh, I thought you were okay, sir. I say, see, my yummy, because then to okay, in Nigeria towers, nobody they okay pass. If they tell you say, may God not let you eat from the hands of your enemies. Baba, your friend no cook, you dey hungry. Now your enemy they share rice. You know go there. So they intentionally make them so poor. And our politicians can't they get back of rice. Now rice, rice Nigeria. Or declare rice. Yeah. Like rice Nigeria. So everywhere you go now, you go see people will say, sir. Hey, look at this. I always thought that you are okay. Say, Baba, no one lie to ourselves. Nobody they okay. Nobody they okay. Let's just be honest. I just hope they share the rice and they touch everybody. I heard that the local government chairman is also kind of subsidizing rice. They say we should pay them 2,000 naira, and they will give us 2 derika of rice. See, it's not. I mean, I don't care about myself. You see, some of them they speak grammar. See, as you see, I don't care about myself. I'm not worried. It's just because of the children. Okay. Once the children are fed, I'm all right. People know they try go gym, they lose weight anymore. The way then they waka, and the way then they fasting and prayer. You go see person will be say, you know, get religion before. These days, all of this on economic policy. So in the process, there are some kind of hunger where they turn head. Have you seen that one before? I have seen somebody where say hunger turning head. The thing say they swear for him. He just screamed in the middle of the road. Yeah, don't be person get money to buy Igbo. Hunger can do anything to you, and that is now what they have created en masse. They have created that in en masse. People when they help people before, they themselves don't they ask for help. That's when you will know that they're saying, right? And the only people who are now willing to help, who are available to help, they are politicians. Politicians. Take for instance, this one happened somewhere in Ojodubaga. On my show yesterday. I won't lie to you, right? And in the whole thing, people are saying, they are telling people to be thankful. Let us be thankful. The SCDA chairman is only trying to help the people. Igba oni local government secretariat the bitotin town je. They say they are just telling discount. When did the local government area turn to a place where people go to buy discounted food, discounted ororo, discounted egg? Because out there, people don't get any power, any purchasing power anymore. They don't withdraw everything. And it's all through policies. That's it. The funniest thing is that the local government no plant rice. The local government no get poultry. Maybe say that the chicken they lay eggs. Do you get that now? The politicians have taken away that your power economically without touching you. Yeah. And they know that there will still be some outliers. People like Princess go still they buy a bag of rice. I don't pray that Princess go soon they buy a bag of rice. I say it's a waste of money. I do pray for her though. And so many other people like that. Because now them still be the middle class that is already dwindling. People who used to be able to take care of themselves, go to the market and purchase this and that. They don't bond them well anymore. How you want to do? If they are not sharing free food for you to go and get, you have to go and look for somewhere they are doing discounted food. And in all of these, people who put you through this, who put you in all of this, are the ones now offering you help. We need to help our people. Economy is very hard. Things are very hard. We are just trying to help our people. Some people are not doing anything. So government is just trying to help the people. Who put you there in the first place? The same criminal politicians. And this is just the beginning. Imagine how it is going to be by the time you get to year 2030. Because Stephen could do 8 years. So, Iku ló ń bọ́ṣọ lọ́rùn ewúrẹ́ o. Iku ló ń bọ́ṣọ lọ́rùn adìẹ o. Now only Asarailu can save all of una from the likes of Tifnubu and what they have in stock. And the way I am seeing it, it's going to way out. If Asarailu make Tifnubu kick buckets, Emma rejoice you. Does he rejoicing bell? Shitty man, do man blow after that. And only Allah Akbar knows what it's going to be like. And I can't even imagine it. So right now, whatever it is you are facing in that contraption, you get that? This is just the beginning, you know. If anybody tells you that they have another thing they are trying to cook and bring about, and maybe it's going to change you, it's not going to. You are just going to have to like either stop them, or we see Elemiluma last. Anybody will go make country 2031. If anybody they lie to you, say they won't do election somewhere, we go change Ikini. Nigeria is already burned. And let me tell you this. Those of you that will make it to the 2031, and you know the most valuable people, like say MVP of the sugar that is coming. I'm not wishing it, because that's what they did. They started blackmailing me. Oh, sorry, gaslighting me. I was here. What would you mean, my book? You this my ego. You will see. Now for this, you go be president. I say, amen. How many of you remember that? I said, amen. God will shame you. You will see. Ashiwaju will be the president. I say, amen, 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 in Jesus' name. You Ashiwaju can't be president. Una can't scream and cry. Me, I can't try to show you. Say, okay, this is just the beginning. Una can't turn around and say, are you mocking us? Instead of all of us to come together and face this government and tell us, what is we? Kilonje we? Are you mocking us? Instead of us to face this, what we? This is just the beginning. They have put you where they want you to be. Some of you can still afford to go out there, do your thing, do doreme and all of that stuff. Because this is just the 16th month, I think. It's 16th, I'll be 17th month. It's not even up to a year and a half. By the time you get to 3 years, the chunk of you would have been exactly where they want you to be. Around that time, if you see rice, it go be like, say, you win lotto or lottery. Yeah, lotto and lottery is the same anyway. So they've put people where they want them to be. When I was growing up, they said politicians always weaponize poverty. I didn't understand. I did not. I was like, you know what I mean? Why can't people just go out there and just do, Now, I now realize that, you can be hearing billion, million, about a destroyed economy is the enemy of everybody, including those of you who be saying you still get small money. And these criminals did that on purpose. That is why everywhere you turn to now rice, ororo, rice, tomato paste, and all of that stuff. That is what you see everywhere. And people who have them in abundance are politicians. Dele Farotimi said, these criminal politicians they don't think. They don't know that, you see, this Nigeria they are creating, even their own children will not live there. Their own children will not survive there. They can continue to buy passport, citizenship of different countries for their children. It's obvious. Those children will abandon Nigeria too. They are not building anything that is sustainable. Elite of Nigeria, the most dirtiest, stinkiest elite of this world. DF.
Just about existing. They don't think beyond their lifetime. All they focus on is in stupid acquisition of money, obscene display of debauchery of all sorts, ever more debased acquisition of the commonwealth. Are those the ones we call elite? mindless pursuit of money as if they are going to live forever. They live stupidly consumed by the pursuit of money. We don't have elite in Nigeria. We have no elite in Nigeria. If we were a country blessed with an elite class, they would have demanded better, both of themselves and of the society they have built. You know the tragedy of the people you are calling elite? The pinnacle of their achievement in their own eyes is their capacity to buy homes abroad and send their children abroad and be able to take their children abroad. They build things that their children cannot even inherit. They are building a country that their children can't survive in. Are those the ones you are calling elite? Which elite? Nigeria is not blessed with an elite class. Wherever you look at it, whether it's in the academia, whether it's in politics, whether it's in the economy itself, which elite? The only thing they compete about is my private jet is bigger than yours. That's all now. Which elite? What is elite about our society? Exactly what have they done in the society that is suggestive of a people that may be considered elite? What elite? All of them are carrying second passports. Each and every one of the person you may call elite in Nigeria today has a second passport. If the British who governs us indirectly or the Americans who benefit from our putrefaction have not granted them either permanent stay or residence or their passport, their children are carrying it, or they will go and buy one of the Mediterranean countries' passports, or they will go to say all these funny countries, Grenadine, this one, that one, each and every, including your traditional rulers, they all carry all these funny passports up and down the place. Are those the ones they are calling elite? Elites living in slums. Those are the elites. We have no elites in Nigeria. Don't let's fool ourselves. We have no elites. So please, stop. You don't have an elite. I'm sorry to say. There is no elite in Nigeria. Please. Just about.
There's none. You see, in a poor country like Nigeria, you should not be seeing anybody parading themselves as billionaires. Where did they make the billions from? Where? You see them. Big men. Billionaires. Private jets. Yesterday, they do Oyedepo's birthday. Two of his own pastors gave him almost over 3 billion naira worth of Rolls Royce. 1.5 billion Rolls Royce. In a poor country, in that contraption, you see them. Ask yourselves, where did they make the billions? In a poor country, Nigeria is one of the poorest countries with the poorest people on earth. The poverty capital of the world. But you see your elites, all of them have their private jets. Your bankers, they are declaring profits. 1 trillion naira gain. Where did they make the profit from? Did they create an economy that fetched them such profits? Did they create the society that created jobs, industries, where they make the money from? No. Everybody is looting whatever they can, whether it is illegal mining of natural resources or the illegal trade in Forex, where they are collaborating with the politicians. And there, they are declaring profit. Billionaires. Tony Elumelu, billionaire. Billionaires from a shithole. Everywhere you go, you see, go to your airports, you will see different kinds of private jets. Royal fathers, they get private jets. Musician, private jets. Everybody, they are there in a shithole where people could barely fit. You know? And they are there, flying to the darkness, fly out of the darkness. They have all the citizenship of this whole world, right? Some of them they bought with money. Some of them they, like their children, they have second citizenship elsewhere. Nigeria is just that's a graveyard where the hawks, where the what's it they call those things? Vultures just go there to eat the carcass of the humans that are deep, that are deteriorating. It's like a graveyard. They have created no economy to say you have Nigeria elite who have created things that have created us, redistributed wealth. No. If they are not robbing you through subsidy, they are robbing you through something else. Everywhere is just like take. And then you ask yourself, where did they make the money from? At least if you go to America, where they say America is a capitalist country, right? You can see people who are like billionaires, what they created to be billionaires. I say, how did you become a billionaire? Oh yeah, I invented this and that. In Nigeria, no, just have the connection. I go tell you, say, that guy rich, he's a rich man, do you know that these people are very, very rich? Say, wow, what makes them, how do they make the money? Because they make the money from a place where illegality is just the order of the day. And the people who are always like Abolowo Kawo, some of us are Abolowo Kawo. Say like, if to say I make get the kind of money where Obi Kubana gets, I go first. Alaye, you are in a place where you will never make the money in the right way. If you actually have to make the money the right way, you will not be like Obi Kubana. You will not be like all these guys, because it is a place where criminals in cahoot and collaboration, they call themselves a little, right? They have created nothing. If to say a real place, your elite will be the one to stage a coup against the political class. You know why? Because all of their wealth will be wiped off. Legit wealth are being wiped off. So you need to make it legitimate money. Belong. You just need to belong. And that's why you see the extremely rich and the extremely poor. There is no in between. Afawa and belong. The way they look up to God. They say, I say, my brother, we just look up to God. We just look up to God. Say, where Baba show me, I'm gonna look up to that God. Well, just pray for grace. Let's pray for grace. Say, okay. I pray for grace. But I don't see him. Don't worry. Just keep praying for grace. Keep praying. Grace will find you. Really? It's the shit where nothing is really created. So when you have the elite who already knows that they do not have future in Nigeria, they don't. Or you, Jamiu Daleko, Oscar, baby, Oscar Onikolobo. You are there hoping on that contraption that is going to work for you. You imagine, at the end of the day, right? Maybe you just probably go and do money ritual. You have no elite. The political class, they are friends, and the other part, they do not have any meaningful thing that you can say is sustainable in that contraption. It's like everybody is just doing what they can because they believe that sooner or later the whole place is going to scatter. Because that's what will happen. You are all going to end up in your different territories. Everybody go to govern your own area. Not that one, like the one I've been advocating for. Let's break it up peacefully. Everybody go arrange itself, right? Region by region. No. I mean, it will have to be the survival of the fittest. You have to put your own group together and say, "Our area, you no call here to survive." Now we here. Now we run this place now. Say about if we go now die with you. And we run this place and we don't under Nigeria anymore. Because as it be so now, all man for himself. That is where Nigeria is headed. Elite. And that is why they have succeeded. I mean, how do you describe somebody who is a governor of Taraba Jalingo, and he conveniently stole 27 billion naira, converted the money to dollars, moved it out of Nigeria. And that was the same man that said, I heard that Peter Obi left money The Obaino told him that from the money Peter Obi left, that's what they used in starting the Anambra airport. That Obaino started building. From the money, $150 million left by Peter Obi in Anambra. The guy said, me, I don't feel leave any money. Indeed, he don't leave any money.
And you can see the difference of those who can and those who can't. But let me be frank with you. I am not in the position to leave anything behind, sir. You are one of the real gems in Nigeria. The former governor was correct. He wasn't in good terms with his governor. But you know what shocked me? I prepared the Southeast Regional Development Plan some years ago, some 2-3 decades ago. So Southeast, I know it on the palm of my hand. I know Anambra very well. And so, when I met the governor who had just finished his tenure, I asked him, I said, my dear brother, I had been longing to thank you immensely. You did something remarkably well. God bless you. He said, my brother, what is that? I said, the international airport you built in Oka. I said, I am exceedingly happy. He said, oh my God, I'm happy hearing it from you. Then I added, I said, where did you get the money? He said, Biko, now my former colleague left the money behind. I laughed. I said, he left it. He said, frankly speaking, he left money in foreign currency. It's the money I saw. I said, look, let me leave a legacy before we go. So, I'm not promising. I won't leave money. I'm owing them here. And I'll use the money well.
They laughed. And indeed, when it was done, he used the money well. 27 billion naira. Because that's actually what Nigeria is. Now only stupid person they leave money for the future generation. And say, oh, you want to have a state that has a sound economic, and then they have a safety net in terms of maybe financial trouble and all of that. You could actually borrow money against that money. You don't have to touch it. You can just show your lender and say, listen, we have this so amount of money, but we don't want to touch it. Can you borrow us so and so? For this, we'll pay you back so that you know we'll pay. See what we have in our savings. No. Nigerians don't leave money. No, leave money care. Ha! You the craze? Even the Nigerians themselves don't expect you to leave any money. That is why today in Nigeria, I told you this before, majority of those who hate Peter Obi, they hated him because he is not corrupt. And they were wondering, like, is that a flex? Is that a flex? What nonsense? So you want to prove that you are what? What makes you special? Every small thing they're going to say, you go to talk, say, go and verify. What is so special about you? Because you left money. Steal the money, loot it. And then everybody go, they say, this man bad though. Are people not defending Yeye Bello today? People are defending him. He stole over 100 billion naira from them. Right? Empty treasury, unpaid workers, unpaid pensioners, unpaid contractors. But there are people who are defending. They said, and so some are even saying that the EFCC want to kill Yeye Bello. That is why they are insisting of him coming and surrender himself. They want to kill him. So because of that, Yeye Bello must not show. That is Nigeria way. Rob them, steal from them, do all you can, treat them so badly. As some people go, they angry. People like us, they shout, ole, ole. Others go, they say, shut up your mouth. If not you go do us. Yeah, it is a Nigerian thing. You deliver money. Who you want try to impress? So if you see those people who actually hated him today, I'm talking about the poorest of the poorest Nigerians, including the criminal politicians, that will tell you and give you so many reasons why Peter Obi is just like a pretender. He's a badger. He's a 419. It's because they were like, how could he think he's so special to leave some money? Instead of using the money to build, instead of him to use the money to develop the state, he still did all he had to do. From all of that, that was how from it is what he's saved from. But it is not a Nigerian thing. You deliver money, you decrease, and that person go come squander it. Nothing go happen. Today, Obaino is standing trial with EFCC for looting money of Anambra State. Solu Dombu is abusing Peter Obi. That what did he do? What special did he do? They are all abusing him now. And there are those who are abusing him, they're like joining them. Because nobody is now asking these ones, like, what are you doing with the money now? How much are you saving for the future generation? Save money. Nigeria. You dey whine. The people expect you to loot it, to steal it. So you wonder who you want to impress. That's what Nigeria is. Unfortunately, as I'm talking about Yeye Bello earlier, Abi, listen to this.
In his desperate attempt to nail Yeye Bello on the media and destroy a man who has not been convicted by a court of competent jurisdiction, despite having legal representation as allowed by the law in all the hearings. It is also integrating that the EFCC will attempt to play on the sensibilities of Nigerians, that the agency has no sacred cows and will spare no one in its effort to rid the country of its institutions of financial improprieties. We invite well-meaning Nigerians to ask the EFCC the following questions. Why did the anti-graft agency accede to the withdrawal of the 5 billion naira case against former governor of Gombe State, Senator Danjuma Goje? We were all in this country when federal government suddenly withdrew its case against Senator Danjuma Goje from the courts. Why has the EFCC not prosecuted former Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State, despite the monumental corruption allegation against him and the willingness of the present Benue State government to assist the anti-graft agency to unearth the endemic corruption that took place in the state during Otom's government? Why has the EFCC refused to investigate and prosecute former governor of Kano State and now national chairman of the ruling party, His Excellency Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, despite his indictment by the anti-graft agency in Kano State and monumental corruption cases filed against him by the Kano State government? What happened to the viral Gandola video? Or has the agency started keeping sacred cows? Why has the EFCC not prosecuted the current Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, despite the allegation of billions of naira and his refusal to appear before the agency when he was invited for questioning? Do we now have two laws in Nigeria, one for the Akpabios and the other for the Yahaya Bellos? We can go on and on as a group that has dedicated years of its existence into tracking corruption cases under the radar of the EFCC. We call on Mr. President to intervene and call the EFCC to order as the unacceptable act of singling out a perceived politician, a political enemy, for persecution. If allowed, will become a big dent to his tall democratic credentials. While we do not hold brief for anybody, our group takes seriously cases of corruption and believes in imbibing international best practices in making leaders accountable for their actions. The current kill him at all cost strategy by the EFCC in this current case involving Yahaya Bello is crude and unknown to our law. Lastly, the fact that some illiterate cachivists like the so-called Human and Environmental Agenda, HEDA Resource Center, and other fake groups are being hurriedly assembled to buy into the agenda of blackmailing and beating Yahaya Bello to submission. Further confirms the fears of many Nigerians that this so-called corruption prosecution of Yahaya Adoza Bello.
Help us, oh. Help us. There is God, oh. There is God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh. God should descend, oh, today.
God should descend today. God should descend today, oh, in Nigeria. Of course, she's asking some pertinent questions about those criminals who are now walking free. Yeah, but she's asking those questions because she knows those ones are being, they're like, shielded. So why can't they shield Yeye Bello too? She's angry that if they can't probe those ones, why is everybody after Yeye Bello? No be money is still, he kill people, even though he killed people as well. That is the type of Nigeria you have. Steal the money, explain later. If you can steal enough, steal the one you're going to pay lawyers, we're going to defend you. Lawyers like Folake Falana. The people that can work behind the scene, take briefs and say they are just doing their job. They are just doing their job. If you can't try mention can't mention Falana and the likes of them, say, you are mentioning this legal luminary son of Nigeria. You go do jail. That is what the contraption is all about. The criminal elites, who work hand in hand, they have lawyer friends, they have banker friends who do the money laundering for them. They have a journalist friend who own media houses to help them launder their images. They have lawyers who are there to go and do my lord. If you can't go do mistake, can't they mention them? They go forget about the crime, come face you. Like this one. They say she be daughter of Folake Falana. And I've seen some of you who have taken sides too on top this Bobrisky matter. It's not about Bobrisky anymore, by the way. It is about the crime committed, you know. But it is Nigeria. Some of them said that we should be afraid of Folake Falana. Who the hell is Folake Falana? If not because of a contraption that you have in that country, that place you call Nigeria. This is what called cover because say in be Folake Falana daughter, right? And they are entertained her on a TV program. Make she come talk. We built our name. It took a long time to build our family. Family name like if you take a look at all of una DSF, look at all of una. What Nigeria has become today. Now all of you, your papa, Folake Falana, Begoreo, Alpha Begoreo, all these criminal lawyers within Nigeria, collaborative element who help this establishment last this long. But because they don't tell us, say, they be human rights fighters, therefore, we should watch our mouth. And you, the voluntary slaves, you have ignored the main crime that actually happened when I can't pursue the person where they blow the whistle. Very daft, man. This very daft. They must teach him the lesson. You want to talk about it? You go to talk about lawyers? Lawyers, he kill you there. Nigeria, where if you actually open your eye, if you pee your eye very well, you go see how much of them who have actually who built this contraption that all of you are wallowing in right now. This one, who sabi this one? Until when she was Abi Falana daughter. We meet in court. You cannot decide
Your reaction first as sister to Falz the bad guy and daughter to your father, of course, Folake Falana, and of course as a lawyer with Falana and Falana.
I think my initial reaction was obviously not to take it seriously because unfortunately the way social media works, people say things, a lot of people say things, and a lot of times people say things that aren't true, that they're saying for clout, for attention. And so I was like, nobody's going to believe this. But then, you know, because also this very dark man fellow he's always, you know, notoriously saying things, sometimes true, sometimes not. So I was like, I think people know this guy is notorious. I don't think anybody's really going to believe this, you know. But, you know, the more it played out, the more bizarre it got. And, you know, people saying all sorts of just outlandish, crazy things. And, you know, the questions that I had for people, it's not rocket science, right? This person claiming that, first of all, what was on the voice note that Very Dark Man was playing and what he was saying and insinuating are different things. Because the supposed audio recording that obviously was illegally obtained by the way, you know, Bobrisky obviously asking this person for money, saying that, oh, I need so and so amount of money because I've been told that, you know, the only way to get out of this ruckus is to get a presidential pardon. Before I go on, I need to state categorically that you don't need to pay any presidential pardon. Pardons can be applied for. You don't even have to be a lawyer to apply for a pardon. By the way, anybody can apply to the president for a pardon. It's not something you need to pay money for. But we know because, again, Bobrisky released a list of people he called to ask for money. So we know that he called several people to ask for money. You know, he told them he told some people he needed money to stay in a more, the VIP portion of the prison. Obviously, he's telling this person on the, you know, recording that, oh, I need the money to pay the Ministry of Justice so that my case can be fast-tracked to get my presidential pardon. So now, to go from that to what Very Dark Man was saying, which is that, oh, the money that was paid was to Femi Falana, and that Fowles was the one who helped Bobrisky speak to Femi Falana and ask for that money for the presidential pardon. We're now talking about completely different scenarios here. And then he takes it as far as saying that, oh, are Fowles and Bobrisky involved? Are they lovers? We're just veering completely off track. Now back to the recording. You know, if we're saying, we're looking at what was on that recording, there's an allegation that, you know, EFCC took money to reduce your charge. Then there's the allegation that you were going to pay somebody in the Ministry of Justice to make sure that your application for the presidential pardon is fast-tracked. And then we're now talking about what Very Dark Man said, which is that, oh, Fowles reached out to Bobrisky, helped him organize this and this and that. It's a whole mess, a lot of allegations. And when you are, you know, throwing around these kind of allegations, you have to have evidence. And I would think any reasonable person, knowing that there are laws against defamation, before coming on the internet to say, oh, this person said this and this and this, or did this, or fast-tracked this.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
So in Papa too, no, share you get, if no be saying on the Niger level, share you know, Abi. Like, they don't change the whole story from person we actually made the allegations, okay? We actually make the audio. Person we talk say, yeah, I had to call him. Oh, he called me. Oh, he called him. I called him, and all of that. That's Mama of Lagos. I be mommy of Lagos, Bobrisky. So they are taking that away from her, and the collaborative criminal institution, prison system, EFCC, and others mentioned in that audio, which has prompted probe already. They have started probe on it. Sure, you get. But this one just came from nowhere. Listen to Folake Falana. She's a lawyer. She did work inside her papa's chamber. So if her papa no get chamber, who go employ that one as lawyer? We'll see in court. I know it's, waiting. It is such a place whereby even the voluntary slaves, subjective voluntary slaves in Nigeria, they don't talk already, say, very dark man, you go do jail. You go the tackle family of lawyers. Oh, have you heard about the Begores? Yeah, the Begores of Ilorin. They are the chief justice. They have different judges from their family. They have different members of members of their family who are like a senior advocate of Nigeria too. Baba, I am here to see them throw their weight around, except for Falana, the man who is a friend of the establishment. Now better not put finger for our mouth. So if we respect your papa, may all of you respect yourself. Last, you be lawyers. Now court you go. You no be judges. Except when you use your corrupt way, Abi, to sway the judges to punish an innocent person, Abi. I kind of like his own response.
Because also this very dark man fellow he's always, notoriously saying things, sometimes true, sometimes not. So I was like, I think people know this guy is notorious. I don't think anybody's really going to believe this.
All right. First of all, foul sister, we have already said we are going to court. But this one, I be say you don't go on podcast. They call me names. They chase clouds. The first time for your write-up, you call me ridiculous fellow. Now, they call me notorious. You understand? Where that man is notorious. First of all, before I even talk, go far. Who are you in everything? You understand? And secondly, sir, before you downplay me, you understand? Without your father, who are you? Without your father, I don't even remember your name. That's why I call you foul sister. I don't know who you be without this thing. I didn't even know your father had a daughter before this. So when they call me ridiculous, they call me notorious, you better watch your mouth. We already said we are going to court. Let's go to court. Why are you going everywhere? You they claim say cloud chaser, and now you they go use my name till they chase clouds. Do you understand? Madam, don't act as if very dark man woke up in the morning and just call names. You understand? Now the name where they for audio now call. Now the name where the audio call. As soon as I don't decide, say, okay, when I want leave, who call on a name for inside where they commit atrocities, and when I want come for me where be soft spot, no wahala. I got no problem with that, fam. Do you understand? If they talk, everybody they talk. This is no see. Now law will not be. Now lawyers will not be. Now no be God. I don't talk before. I say give or take 6 months. You want me past 6 months? You know go past like that. Make like the shake. I'm an I don't man. I will not shake for you now. If they come, they talk. If they leave me and you for inside that court, I go even win you. Because you don't even feel, you don't even sabi talk. I don't want to insult you. But don't call me names. He's a ridiculous fellow. Now you don't add notorious on top. People should go and check the meaning of these words. Go and check the meaning of these words. If your people can represent themselves, which one be all this one way they go jump up and down, they do. You don't see opportunity. The daughter that nobody ever knew existed. If not so they jump. When your guy man thought say Mr. Yakubu and must be fraudster. You know talk that one saying refer to the man as fraudster. You know talk that one. That's why they call him now. When no be me originates the name now a problem. After what he has done for Nigeria, what has he done? You understand? What has he done? I can bring out everything I've done. NSAS. I went for NSAS. They nearly caught me. Do you understand? I fight. I stand for front of that beggar bridge like this. I fight. When those boys come break people car glass, I jump down. You understand? I do it because I be patriotic citizen. No be because of anybody know me. Do you understand? Don't put your mouth, they talk to me, they call me ridiculous and notorious. Don't let me curse you. But this is just the final and last warning. If you go on any podcast, just leave my name. If you want to talk about me, talk about me. Don't add names to it. Notorious, ridiculous. Stop it. Fast sister. Like I said, I don't know your name and I don't ever want to know your name. If you get personal beef with it, it's obvious. If like say I don't call out one of your friends before where they do bad thing. It ain't possible now. I don't call out, maybe I don't call out one of your friends where collect person money before they pay you. Because all of now the beef one I get for me be that. When we people want to be able to do things and nobody will talk. Madam, this will be the final and last warning. If you go on anywhere again and call my name, you know go like what you go come up from my mouth. I will not warn you again. Don't play. Else, I swear to God, you're going to learn and you will learn the hard way. Let's see in court. Rubbish.
Since when I born you never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number 1, Ogu Okiyopa. Turubu number 2, Ogu Okiyoma. Turubu number 3, Ogu Okiyo your children. Turubu number 4, Ogu go bury all your family. Turubu is a god to you. A god to you. Turubu is a god to you. And Wausa.
Tinubu number 1, Ogo kill you. Tinubu number 2, Ogo kill all your children. Tinubu number 3, Ogo bury all your family. Tinubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Tinubu is a goat, yo. A Wausa. Do your worst. I mean, come on, man. Una they live in fear. I get that. Do you actually expect everybody to live in that same fear? That's Mayegun. So shake the funny. If they want cut head. Now, person where they want cut head, they go cut head. Don't be your head now. Living in a place where people are actually like, you go to fear people, simply because they be what? Lawyers. Now they're mad. The worst case, they're going to sue you to court, you then go to your court. What you go happen there? They go see me, they go kill you. Say, well, watch your mouth. Watch whose mouth? You know, those of you are like Baranda. That Onshemi Ongbami, we know the role all of them they play inside that same place. They have brought everybody to this state. Kekoshidanu. Who is Falana? If no be that Falana, this Falana, that, who sabi these ones? You are all there, you want a better country. Or you have sacrificial, you have those ones they call like untouchable in your contraption. You know how many things we don't talk about Tifnumbu? Who the hell is Falana? What do you do for Nigeria? Then do. No be Nigeria, no be the same Nigeria on a day, so. You know what these people did for Nigeria? What did they do for Nigeria? In Nigeria, it's better, be a bunch of ignoramuses. Let the guy make them fire themselves. If they won't do anything, I think they go do them to you. You may be living that your slave, in your own slave mentality, right? Enjoy them. Don't pass it to somebody else. So irritating. Yeah, that's what it is. So one person came, he said, he be pastor. Or a pastor where they go prison. One old man. He said, this issue of Bobrisky, where he said they go rent flat for him outside the prison, right? Was because they don't want to make some gay people, homosexual people, make them grab them because they know they see them. That is why they couldn't put Bobrisky inside the major population in prison. So yeah, if you have lawyers, I think a Godfather where they arrange that kind of thing, they exist in Nigeria, right? They have VIP session in their prisons in Nigeria. So this is what talk say. He just believed that the VIP session. One of the flat for you outside the Kirikiri. You talk say VIP session. There's VIP session in Kirikiri. There's also flat outside the place. You say you enter prison at all. And so that they try to manipulate the whole thing. We are talking about a rotten system. Whichever one. Somewhere Bobrisky is not the problem of Nigeria. Alaye, hey, you want a problem Nigeria now? Because all of them love to cherry pick. You cherry pick. Let us face the politicians.
Let's leave this one apart. We can do both. Yeah, we can do both together. All the bad behavior, you can face the politician and you can face the people who are actually benefited from the rot too, including Bobrisky himself. Bobrisky is the reason why. You have a rotten system, yeah? A rotten system that actually serves the interests of those who have the money. You wearies are pretty much like the easy trade-off, right? But this old man, the dog say, homosexual, made them grab him. So he look flat for it, that's why they go collect another flat for him outside.
Let me go straight to the issue of prison. And I will start from the area of giving a private accommodation to Mr. Idris. First of all, let me explain the categorization of the prison setup. Because the prison, which we call now correctional service, has buildings that accommodate convicted criminals and awaiting trials, including condemned criminals. When they enter the prison for the first time, they have to put them on proper recording. Who is this inmate? Where is it to be kept? This man we are discussing today is neither here nor there as a man or a woman to be recognized. Are we going to say he is a man or he is a woman? Now, thank God he openly confessed to the judge that tried her at the magistrate court.
Her or him?
Her or him. You see, the confusion is on. That is where I don't want us to over-celebrate the issue. If I explain the setting up of the accommodation is for condemned prisoners, CC, those who have been sentenced to death. They are apart. They should not mingle with other inmates. The second accommodation is convicted inmates who are the owner of the prison because awaiting trial has not been tried. The accommodation that is provided for all male, are they going to bring Idris with a transgender body look to go and sleep in the general cell with general prisoners? That is where it comes in. That the first thing the record will do is to now say, okay, how do we treat this type of woman? She's not a woman, neither a man.
Neither fish nor frog.
So, no, that...
Well, she identified as a man. She's a man. She identified as a man.
That is...
So that's a man.
That's a man. The Nigerian law does not...
He's not a man.
Understand
he's a transgender.
Transsexuality.
No, but he identified as a man.
But what of our body picture?
But the correctional center is a legal entity in Nigeria.
Exactly. So they now look for a way not to disturb, because she can cause heavy riot.
No. He.
You see now.
He identified as a man. So we'll take what
I'm telling you how I was in the prison. I spent 10 years in the prison.
Okay.
I am not telling you stories. All those stories you are hearing, majority of those who are contributing don't know anything that is going on in the prison.
Yeah, but your time was in the 70s.
Whether 70s.
The time is different now.
I was in the prison day before yesterday. I was at Kirikiri maximum. Not for his problem, but for the correctional message you mentioned now, which they are introducing. Now they now say, okay, how do we do it? They now say, okay, let us give him a special place. It is like that in the prison. They call it for protective custody because they will tear him to pieces because of his body look. He looks like a woman. He moves like a woman. So for her to go to any cell, there are chronic homosexual inmates that are very hungry to go to any length to tear anybody, even the ones that are not transgender. They try to rape them.
What would they tear?
That is why I'm saying the purpose of giving her that how.
Okay.
Let me go straight to the issue of prison, and I will start from the area of.
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria.
Confusion everywhere. But it's all intentional. But I get what the man was trying to say. But that's not what happened. Bobrisky said they got him a flat close to Kirikiri, where he spent the 6 months. The Minister of Interior came out and said they have confirmed that truly Bobrisky did not enter prison, but they needed to do more investigation. Therefore, they've already suspended some prison officials. So that should be the focus, not Falana this, Falana that. Leave Falana out of it. Falana should go and take care of themselves and just please, vamoose. Including you, when they want to try to explain something to us, may Falanos go sit down. Face these corrupt prison prison officials who have been carrying out some level of criminality, shielding criminals from facing their conviction. That should interest you. Forget about this Falana, that, Bobrisky, this, Bobrisky, that. No. Like, they said they've discovered that normal thing what they do for Nigeria. If you have the right money, if you can pay the, starting with the EFCC, they collected money, 15 million naira, to remove his name from money laundering. That is a crime. That's what we should be talking about. So that you can know that if they tell you, say that they look for one governor or they look for that governor, are they actually looking for them? I know say some of you are like, we know that they are not, you are unbothered. That's the problem. You are unbothered. Because you know they are corrupt. But they are corrupt. Let's just talk another thing. What other thing you want to talk about? This kind of criminality from every sector are what, you see, these collaborative criminals from all sectors in Nigeria. They are what became cumulative crime scene that you have as a country. Police corrupt, prison official corrupt, judges corrupt, everyone is corrupt. But no, let us face the politicians. Let us just, they are not the I'm serious, because that's what some of you will do. The problem is not that Bobrisky, see, Bobrisky is a customer. He paid for some people to bend the rule. Those who bend the rule are to be held responsible. That's the point. So don't make it look like people are just trying to distract people. If you are distracted, go find something else to do then. Probably you have something else to do. Go and do that. But when you keep them, I know, okay, fine. I know that nothing will happen because that's another thing. Submissive sort of tendency, right? Oh, nothing will happen. So waiting will come happen when we talk about the politicians too. Since you already know, say this one, nothing will happen. That one, nothing will happen. This one, nothing will happen. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you watching Mayego? Are you watching Mayego for just entertainment, Abi? I'm just asking because you are wasting your time. How can you sit down there, spend an hour, 2 hours watching and listening to Mayego because you already know, say nothing. Why are you here? To make up the number. Did you see the
confusions too that you are facing yourself. Leave this one. Leave that one. Talk about this one. Nothing will even happen. Why are you watching Mayegu? For entertainment, Abi, just to fight depression. Depression caused by Nigeria. Is that why you are here? Because I don't understand. Or you want to know how rotten the whole thing is and possibly get spoiled to join others and say, oh, we need to do something. Or else, Baba die, you do, everybody do. So why are you here? Why are you watching Mayegu? If you already concluded that nothing will happen, police, if you do anything, military, nothing. Judiciary, nothing. Your National Assembly lawmakers, nothing. Your criminal politicians from your nothing. So why are you spending your time on Mayegun's Diary Politico almost every night? Show ni mental problem ni. You get mental problem. We say somehow, now like this, you take maintain them, manage them. I know say something, I always say that we do cure people of their own, But at the same time, I actually want people who can understand. You see, you need to understand the problem properly, so that maybe somehow you get to see a motivation to join others. I said, they say, people usually say, if you can't beat them, you join them. On Mayegun's Diary Political, we say, no, if you can't beat them, don't join them. Look for people like you, like me, who will find ourselves, team together, join hands together, come go beat them as we can. That's why we are here. If you want to cherry pick, leave this one, Jare, leave that one, Jare, why are you here? You shouldn't be here. Shetibosi.
Yes. Boko Haram, make them come fight. If you not come fight, we no go come up for here. So make them come fight, make it finish. Allahu Akbar. I think I say and I get power. Make them come fight. If we no fight, we no go. If we no fight, we no go. Allahu Akbar.
Hakubaru. And that is why when this old man said that Nigerians are facing a lot of things right now, a lot. And most of these, economically, people believe is caused by the NNPC or NNPCL corruption that nobody actually has a clue. For the people from Niger Delta, this old man believes that if Melek Yari remains, I'll let him say it.
First of all, the NNPC misled Mr. President by saying they are removing subsidy. But before the removal of subsidy, they said there's a scam on subsidy. Who was the sole importer of petroleum? It was an NPC. So if there was a scam, it's an NPC. But let me go down a bit. Port Harcourt refinery, we are working. They were producing before they were shut down. They were not bad to the extent that they could not produce. Warren Refinery was producing, Port Harcourt Refinery was producing. And they shut it down for how many years? Ever since Melekari was made the GMD, NNPC started nosediving. Anybody you see NNPC, staff of NNPC will tell you that ever since Melekari became MD, NNPC structure is very clear. The refineries were given MD of refinery can approve $2 million to procure things to run the plant. But Melekari said even $1 you want to see. He has a job, it's a policy drive. But now he wants to be the operator, he wants to be the policy driver, he wants to be the marketer, he wants to be the lab technician, he wants to see everything. That was the beginning of the fall of NNPC. And he's taking NNPC through another process. Where do we have suffering? But we thank God when the carry tenure has come to an end. He will retire, whether I like it or not. He will be 60 by January. He will be 60 by January. And we, the Niger Deltas, are now demanding that after Melekiari service in January, the GMD should come to the Niger Delta. Because the Melekiari administration did not favor the Niger Delta people who are producing the oil. It did not favor Nigeria either. It only favored a section of the country. For instance, we are buying oil, fuel in the riverine area that oil is produced for 3,000 per liter, whereas in some places we buy 1,000 something per liter. So those who produce the oil are not benefiting at all. And he has never done anything to pacify the Niger Delta people. And so we thank God his tenure will end, and we're appealing to Mr. President not to renew his tenure or bring somebody from outside the Niger Delta. Because if that happens, Niger Delta will boil. And we don't want that to happen. Because the people of Niger Delta felt that Tinubu is from the southern Nigeria, and so we should not fight him. So we will appeal to him to listen to us, not to renew the tenure of Melekiari when his time is up. 60 years is the constitutional provisions. After the 60 years, Melekiari should be retired. And a Niger Delta, the highest Niger Delta person in the NNPC, should be appointed the MD. That's our prayer to Mr. President. And we believe that when the Niger Delta, anytime a Niger Delta is in saddle, things changes. We have seen a lot of people in Niger Delta, when they are there, they've done well for the nation, and they've also done well for the Niger Delta. With the NNPC is the economic nerves of Nigeria. And so we need competent hand within the system, and somebody who will have apathy, sympathy for Nigerian, for Niger Delta to be there. And the Niger Deltans are of right demanding that we need the GMD, not the Minister of State Petroleum. We don't need Minister of State Petroleum. It has never in any way affected the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta, if you look at it today, all the Niger Deltans are out of the system. Only very few are remaining. And if you don't put a GMD for us, within the next few years, you will never see any Niger Delta person in the NNPC. Under Melekiari, there are what we call meritorious award that calls for promotion. Any meritorious award for a Southerner, a Niger Delta, no promotion. But any meritorious award for a Northerner is called with protection. He has been so, he operates around the NNPC with as if it is his own personal estate and with nepotism. So we are saying his tenure will end, he should not come back. President should not make a mistake of bringing Melekiari. At 60, he should go and let him appoint a Niger Delta. Otherwise, there will be no oil for Nigeria. Enough of it, enough is enough. Well, I would not say marginalized. Our persons are intimidated. We have the Minister of State Petroleum. He's intimidated. He does not know what he went there for.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Now mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
It's all about appointments. They created the Ministry of Niger Delta. They had an agency called the NDDC. In a space of 6 years, Akpabiole that stole over 100 billion naira as governor of Akwa Ibom, he was made the minister of, Niger Delta, Ministry of Niger Delta. And in a space of 4 years, Akpabiole was accused of stealing over 4 trillion naira. There is no good road in Niger Delta, no good schools, no good hospitals, no electricity. And to make the matter worse, people where they produce the oil for Nigeria, now then they pay more for petrol in Nigeria. How can you even pretty much make that, or let's make that make sense? Can you make sense of that? They had their refineries, and 7 or so years ago, this Melek Yari, starting with when Bokwari took charge, they shut it down. He's right, they shut it down. And it has become a conduit pipe. So the person who first appointed Melek Yari is now living in London. I don't know some of you. Do you know that Bokwari lives in London now? I know he's a private guy, and I wish we know where he lives in London, though. You know, they told you that Bokwari no get house for, get house outside the Daura. He get house for London. So somebody saw where he uploaded a video this afternoon where another genocidist, Yakubu Golus, was there to greet him. The two of them are in London. Yeah. See the two dead, but God damn it, man. Hi. Hello, Obama Kusuru Kel. Thunder. Thunder. Oh, thunder. Where are you?
Of our greedy leaders. Oh, thunder. Where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike. Strike so that you eliminate all of them. So that you have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane so that it will crash land in the course of their journey.
See the two genocidists. The first one committed a genocide against the Biafrans. The second one, who felt like that was an unfinished business, Bokwari, Mumumadu Bokwari, the lifeless mannequin, is in London receiving treatment. I wish I know where he lives. I really do wish. All of them are with the London. We now know where Bokwari's house day for London. People supposed kind of go say hello to him. No joke, honestly. Like, I'm not saying that go and do anything. I just say go and say hello. You just stay outside. If you see and come outside, control away in Po, you just rush on. Could pretend like say you won't fall down. Rush on. Give him like maybe 500, 500, 1.5. Ha, ha, ha. Bite time. Come begin to scream. Like person we mad. Say, yeah, me, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh. If police come, they go say you get mental problem. Try it. If I have to drive from Scotland to London, it's going to take me about 10 hours. And some of you wait in London. That's the trick. You go see, you say, if you open in gate, like if you come outside like that, you go rush on. If they arrest you, just tell them, say, you get mad, you mad. Say, I am a madman. Very mad. I'm mad. You kind of act it up. For a year. Last, they go say, they take you, go psychiatric, they go check you. We just tell them, say, now seasonal madness you get. No be full time. You're in a part-time madness you get. See, but they test that they don't see any mad. Say, I get mad. It inside somewhere. It come out every season. Seasonal madness. Look at them. He is in London receiving treatment, and he can't look like a ghost. See, he look like person like a dead man with them dress up. You saw those Asian countries where say that they exhume their dead body. Yeah, their dead parents and all they will exhume the corpse. They scale everything. They will come dress for them every year. Have you seen that online? Yeah, there's a part of Asian countries, all these countries in Asia. There's actually I don't know the name of the country. They go bring dead body from this thing. They go dress them. They go take pictures. Their loved ones, we don't die. Now, so this guy, look. The man that destroyed lives, destroyed Nigeria. The two genocidists, look at them. They are now far away from Nigeria.
the place they were supposed to have governed. That's on the side, though. You see? Take a look at this one, though. The victims of their misgovernance in Nigeria.
Hey, waiting like they see, so watch out. See small children, Some na 3 years, some na 4 years. See small. This thing na for Kano, they happen. For your mind, now go this thing na church where these people come, or they just close service, or maybe they go somewhere on a market where they. These children where they see na beggars, see as they carry plates. Those plates where you hold for hand, like where they hold for hand like this, if they catch you say you dey chop, then go reach like 35 or 50 around you. Any food where you remain, so they go carry am rush and chop. Now them for your children. All these children they get mad, they get power. Children we no get wetin they do. They just dey for street, just they beg. They say this one and they pass through. Say but one day where women, only women. Then they get another side, say no only men. For this side now only children. See them now. You see, even these people they fight. See them. Small children. We're supposed to go for school now. Wetin be our hope? Wetin be our hope? I beg for this country. Wetin dey happen? This thing na Kano when this thing dey happen. We never talk about other states. Them. This thing na pure beggars, children wey don't know anything. And then they turn to beggar for their early stage. Just imagine. Just look at. This crowd long. This crowd wey dey see now, they very very long. Wetin we put ourselves into for this country. Imagine crowd of children wey be say they know they do anything, they know they school, nothing. What is this country turning to? What we use our head to see for this country? Which kind of thing be this one? See everywhere. See, just see. Now this will not go later graduate to become adults when they do anything. Imagine. I better share this video. This is too much.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
Ó ti dójú ẹsẹ̀ yìí.
Now let's go to Port Harcourt, where, remember the last time, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, when this guy, Bala Mohammed from Bauchi, they were making a move that they believed could bring an end to the weakest shenanigan. They were planning to get him suspended or possibly dismissed for anti-party and working against PDP. That has backfired. The person who put the plug on that plan is no other person than Fintiri. That is Atifku's right-hand man, supposedly Atifku's godson. Because they said that Solo Makinde Ibadan is planning to run for president in 2027. And Solo Makinde Ibadan is one of the G-string governors, one of those 5 of Wiriwike's caucus, the G-string governors. So they said they are putting or penning Fintiri down for deputy or vice presidential candidates. So because of this, if anybody can't try to remove Damagonu, the current acting chairman of PDP, then it will lead to suspension of Wiriwike, the chairman of the 5 G-string governors. Since out of the 5 G-string governors, now only one left, and that person is Solo Makinde Ibadan. Now, Solo Makinde Ibadan has managed to now convince supposed Atifku's godson, Fintiri. So Fintiri has said, no, Damagon should remain because they have promised him possible ticket with joint ticket with Solo Makinde Ibadan. So 2 of them, they were in River State, where they were doing what was called the campaign for Peter. It's all confusing, though, right? But they wanted Fubara, the seamless Fubara, to settle his score with a wiki, so that I don't know. It's confusing, right? But listen to them.
Let me, by way of protocol, recognize the celebrant, who is also the former governor and the FCT minister, Governor Wike, the Minister of Petroleum, State, the MD of NDDC, my friends and former governors that are here with us, senators, sons and daughters of Ijo. I want to begin by thanking Almighty God for making this occasion possible for all of us to be here to celebrate a very good man and a decentralized Nigerian. I'm here to thank the Ijo people also for organizing this reception in honor of what a leader have done yesterday and has done today and is going to do tomorrow.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
The more you look, the less you see. So bottom line, they are posturing, making it look like they are working to make PDP better. However, they are working to further cement Tifnumbu's control over all the major political parties in Nigeria, paving the way for their 2027 electoral haste. Or maybe they won't make it to 2027. If these guys that are organizing a Fearless in October. Fearless in October. Fearless in October is the call that Shure and others have called out that all Nigerians suffering under Tifnumbu. If you know, say you face hardship under Tifnumbu, nobody should tell you to come out on October 1st. There is nothing to celebrate on October 1st. Come out. Let us come out and face these people and chase them away. I don't even know what. I don't know. And they are putting the final touches on that. Okay?
It is forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
These civil rights activists here are unrelenting in their demands for good governance from the elected leaders in the country. Rising from an earlier 10-day protest across the country last August, which later suffered a setback towards the end following the arrest of some of their members who were later detained by security operatives. This planned October 1st National Day protest, according to them, will be another move to redeem the nation from bad governance.
We are protesting against the hazards of living in Nigeria. It's a right. So, the fact that we had some protests from August 1st for 10 days, and there is no any positive takeaway for the people, demands that this protest should continue. Because
the October 1st action is a warning, and also it is an urgent cry to the Tinubu administration to address our demands immediately. Unless these demands are met, more protests will definitely follow the National Day of Survivor on October 1st.
From a fuel pump price of less than 200 naira per litre in 2023, when the present administration took over, its current price now ranges between 900 naira to 1,900 naira per litre, forcing food inflation, negatively impacting on the people. This condition, they concluded, is unacceptable for the country endowed with both human and natural resources.
We are saying no to IMF neoliberal policies. We are demanding the reversal in the hike in fuel price and electricity tariff back to pre-May 29, 2023 level. We are demanding that government-owned refineries should be made to work in order to guarantee affordable fuel products. We are demanding reduction in food prices and end to hunger. Support farmers to ensure sustainable food production. End insecurity, banditry, terrorism, and violent crimes. Prosecute culprits and their sponsors for a robust security architecture and adequate support for soldiers at the front and their families.
This October 1st, which is Nigeria.
This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. Since 1992, when I encounter you, I don't think this is the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. That calls me his friend, and I call him my friend, and calls me my son, and I call him my father. This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know.
That's exactly what Joe Egbokwe had to say. In English, he said, the people that will fix Nigeria are not yet born. They are just trying to see right now. All of them are where they try to have babies. Mokuna hurry up, I beg you, because the level of hardship within Nigeria now. Joe Irokwe, the Honorable Commissioner for Gutter Cleaning in Lagos, is not, special advisor for cleaning gutters. That's actually his position, right? He said those that will rescue Nigeria not yet born. All of them are where they prepare to born. Okuna hurry up, so that in another 40 years or 50 years, the babies that you make now, they go come rescue the contraption, Nigeria. Well, I'll leave it like that, Jerry. I know some of you probably have one or two things to add to this tonight. And if you don't, we can call it a night, okay? Listen, if you have to go, I will understand, right? Even though tomorrow is Sunday, though, right? And if you have one or two things to add to this chat this evening, it will be your shot when I come back from this break. Until then, just like the broadcast, share it if you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. When I come back, of course, I can take calls. And that
tongue. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, I kind of still have a lot to do tonight anyway. So what happened then is that I think we should just go to bed. Okay. We've had an interesting night, we'll say. And yeah. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, which is going to possibly be a time we can have our Sunday sermon. Depends. And if we don't, we'll definitely see tomorrow. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing or spending your evening with me as usual. And if you probably joined us midway, you probably should see it from the start again. Okay. Just move that cursor on your screen, move it back, and enjoy this. From when it started to where it is now. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayebi number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. àyè
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.